And recording.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Reading Simulator, where we have stopped reading now and am actually clicking on things to
We have
to make our character move around.
we have not yet escaped the bedroom.
Warsaw City, my polis. Walkways, squares, space, and chasms. That's what modern cities look like. The middle layer, mid-city, despite dense developments, you could see the sun and pieces of the sky as well as the long way down. I don't feel good here. Nice view.
Whew, which way would our character go?
Oh, I don't feel good here because I have some issues with heights.
Okay.
It's all too cramped and too loud. I wished I lived somewhere higher where you could see the sky or below near the undercity abyss.
Play now.
That is reacting to our mental state.
Yeah.
Advertisement is throwing something at us that is reacting to what we are thinking.
Yeah.
This is where the rich meet the poor and the light meets the darkness. This is the layer of the city where you can be pretty much whoever you want. And where advertising drones peep through people's windows looking for new victims.
We can't do Glacier because we don't have it.
Yeah. Had a few things I needed to think over. You can't really contemplate without a drink in your hand. Luckily, the servo bot knew exactly what I needed. Oh my god. I greeted my robotic friend. It was waiting for instructions as usual.
I'm surprised beer isn't here, but I would go for tea. I don't know about you.
Tea. Some dialogue options are only available only with the right profession. They are marked with profession name at the beginning.
Yes, okay.
More expensive option, less expensive option. Infotainer, reputable brand.
More expensive option?
I wasn't going to beat myself up for something I already paid for. I decided I would drink synthetics when the good stuff was gone. I decided to think some stuff over and get to work. Thousands of games and millions of players mean plenty of cases for Gamedec's hatred, greed, and deviousness, especially common online. Two topics have been especially popular in the media recently: digital love and whether it's better to live online or in Relium. I took a sip. Game fans say they let them fulfill their dreams and they don't have to obey the rules of nature, which are a bitch. They can choose their gender, looks, go on adventures. Opponents call it escaping and claim you can only get tough in Relium. Relium presents real challenges, but you can make some good money online too, unless it's it's no less complicated than in Relium.
I prefer games, I think.
Century worlds are kingdoms in themselves. There are plenty of affairs, people, and nuances, so I'm not surprised that people call them home. Experiencing something in a game is no different from experiencing it in Relium. It's just a different, more interesting level of reality. Some have been talking about the Pygmalion technology developed by Blue Whales Interactive. It upgraded AI to the level of the human psyche.
That's going to be a plot thing through the entire game.
Recent gossip, a man named Ken Zhao, a young Goodabad star, screwed up in the last game and his Black Angel lost. BWI claimed they could create human beings, obviously for a hell of a price. Such humans are called diginets. A diginet has a synthetic brain, a Rendan, but no body. It lives online unless you buy it a Mobrium.
Which I assume is a robot body.
Or a A brain appliance.
Yeah.
There were demonstrations at the company's location against this technology. The protesters claimed that diginets were unnatural.
Hard windmill slam. They're wrong.
A company introducing such risky tech must have tested it in thousands of ways. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put its reputation on the line. That is the worst possible thing they could have said from the thing we chose.
Yeah.
The protesters were a bunch of ignorant people afraid of progress. I wasn't going to waste time on them. That is not what I meant. It was time to get to work.
It's such a this option or this option. There's a minimal nuance there. I don't think.
Guess what, everyone?
No more reading.
More reading. We're not doing that right now.
No. We spent an entire. I might start the first one with 3 videos in a row just so we can get some gameplay out.
My computer, it controlled the couch, communicated with household appliances, let me send messages, and did everything else. It was old and could use an upgrade, but it still worked well enough to be reliable. A few emails from clients I had helped. I needed to reply to those.
Reply to emails.
First message. Senator Stone was grateful for working out that what his daughter was doing in Ghoul Hearts.
I'm guessing that's a Twilight-esque game.
Yeah.
Reply
kindly.
kindly.
Offer a discount for the next contract. Offer some advice.
I mean, we're playing benevolent.
We have plus benevolence. Or plus empathy.
Whatever.
I read there was.
Yeah. Sorry.
I wrote that I was happy to hear from him and asked how his daughter was feeling. It's good to nurture relationships with clients. I got through the other emails quickly. Some were invitations to events, some were spam. I replied.
Check contracts.
Maybe someone took pity on me and offered a job while I was away in Virtualia. A job, and it was urgent. I have a discreet and urgent matter for you. I'll pay you good money. Please get back to me ASAP. Jeffrey Haggis. Contact Haggis.
This is the guy from the demo, isn't it?
Yeah. Mr. Haggis was worried. I needed to sense him. Hello, Jeffrey Haggis. I got your email. Ah, you're there. Please come see me. Blue Whales Interactive Tower, level 255, south entrance. I'll tell you everything when you're here. Negotiate a payment?
I think so.
Hold on, let's have a little respect for each other's time. I don't know anything about the case. I'm not sure whether a certain amount... I get it, you want a down payment. I'm transferring it right now. I hope it's enough. Yes, great. I'm waiting.
Yep.
Who was Jeffrey Haggis, the director of the programming department of Blue Whales Interactive? Wife, Eleanor, son, Frederick. Fredo to his friends. His assets are recorded in an 8-figure amount.
I think it's Fredo, but yeah.
Oh, Fredo. Pardon me. Blue Whales Interactive, or BWI, the leader of the field of AI, their flagship product, the dating game, Paradise Beach. Little less known, but still popular, was the game Knight's Code, a clan battle game based on medieval Japan. They made luxury helmets, and ladies and gentlemen, they could make human beings. Their mainly in upgraded AIs mimicked human psyches.
What does the games option say? Void Stars.
Yeah, I'm not playing games.
Go to work.
Let's do this like I'm actually doing this.
Yep.
Breaking news.
Today is Monday, July 17th. My name is Kyle. This is the news. Ken Zhao, young starter of Good to Bads, loses the game miserably. Blames everything on glitches.
Could this be the end of the youngster's career? I like this little touch. This wasn't in the thing. It was just a bunch of text.
The control panel for the apartment's AI, a fine piece of software that didn't treat fridge contents as its first priority. Also talk to it. Its name is Bliss. That's the default name, and I never bothered to change it.
Okay.
Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI, never alone. Okay. Activating Bliss for the first time. First, configure the software to your liking. Something had reset my settings. Probably another failure in the tower or a surge upstairs. I had to reconfigure everything again. We are a copy.
Yeah.
I'm Windmill Slam laying that down right now. We are a copy of someone else.
Yeah. No. This is a fabricated thing.
What to talk about?
Oh, we don't have Glacier. We can't analyze the system. So we can't... Okay.
Well. Virtual couch. Not its newest model, but I can still rely on. At least I think I can. Gateway to sensory worlds. To me, it was just a tool of my trade. Well, sorry, a poet would call it the gateway to sensory worlds.
It was starting to fall apart. Fluid levels were low. I still had a few tanks left, but it's always good to have reserves.
Couch displayed an error message recommending it to reset to default settings. The model's reliability had become questionable.
Alternative. We're not a copy, but we've been stuck in a world that copies the real world, the Realium, and are being set to investigate a thing and watch what we do.
Mirror works.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
How are we doing for time?
13 minutes in, so 10 minutes on this video. Or maybe they go on.
I am already regretting not being Glacier.
Yeah.
Rendan. Director's office behind the door. Mr. Haggis is expecting you.
We can look around. This is so far the demo. A little bit of added things here and there.
Screen shaper slides so alternate between landscapes beyond the ABBs and the towers of Warsaw City. Breaking the sequence, an image of two women embracing appeared on one of the monitors. One of them had blue hair. Barely touched the screen and gained access to the desktop. It wasn't locked. There was an open BWI in presentation and an unfinished hand of solitaire.
Browse the presentation.
Saw three blue whales throwing through the crowd's company logo. Animated slides presented the financial results for the last quarter. I copied the presentation to take a look after.
Oh, we got an alert for, I guess, something over there is...
Yeah, we're getting skill points.
And codec stuff.
Okay, so job from Haggis, we have no data currently.
Yep.
Now deduction. This painting of Jeffrey Haggis, directors and their inflated egos, but why was it hanging on the wall, not in a receptionist? Not a receptionist in love? Maybe it was just corporate policy.
What's the frame like?
It looked like gold, but I wasn't certain. It was easy enough to check.
Scratch it?
Took out my badge and used it to scratch the smooth surface. A deep groove appeared. Gold.
Well, somebody's going to go look at it. It's like, there's a...
The man took a deep breath and let the air out through his nose with a loud wheeze. Dialogue tag, several ways to lock a certain path.
Unlocked by your low city or high city background or your profession or a deduction.
So you can play this game multiple times, playing different types of characters to go different paths.
Also,
Get
this...
the same place.
Yeah. Also, this one looks like it. We get this response because past choices, so probably our decision to come here quickly.
Yeah. I think this guy wants to get down to business. We don't introduce ourselves. We take initiative or discuss the job.
Yeah.
I think take initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know. Wonderful. Something wrong with my son. He's not getting the couch, and well, see for yourself. Not getting off the couch.
Right.
It's been over 4 days. He entered some game with his friend Timmy. I've tried talking to Timmy, but he's clammed up. His condition makes me worry even more. Son is on the couch in the next room. Let's go there now.
I think we're going to get some benefit from the, if I remember the demo, I think we're going to get some benefit from choosing the medical profession here.
Yeah. Here he is. Find out what's going on with him and how he can be helped. His son was wearing an expensive brand name suit and a state-of-the-art helmet covered part of his face. His couch side panel warned that he'd exceeded the online time limit. I couldn't help but noticing the genital area of his gaming suit was bulging. Examine Frito.
Touches...
Examine his face.
Yeah, I think that, yeah.
He never looked under the helmet's visor. There weren't any signs of an extended online stay. Expensive supplements did the trick. Noticed a healing bruise on his jaw under his ear. There was some discoloration, signs of scar stop overuse.
Interesting.
As a doctor, I'd seen it many times. Either he got into some fights where his ear was pulled, or he was a victim of domestic abuse. Check his hand?
Yeah, sure.
Took his hand. He's trembling slightly, but he had a normal temperature. That happens in games that generate lots of adrenaline.
Interesting.
His fingertips were covered in sweat. No, not sweat. I rubbed the sticky substance between my fingers and sniffed. Berries and chewing gum. Haggis cleared his throat impatiently. I welcome your conclusions when you're ready.
Gee, guy, it takes time. I think there was one more thing we could do with Fredo. I don't think he's
No.
faking, though.
No, that was like check if he's faking. He's not faking.
Right.
Um,
Check the couch.
well met. Discretion and comfort. Couch reeked of luxury and unattainability. System masked the player's login information.
It's an anonymity.
Check the couch's panel.
Think so, yeah.
Small screen displays vital signs, pulse, muscle tension, brain activity. Excess cortisol production. ECG was jumping like crazy. The system struggled with stress reduction. Frito was on the verge of exhaustion and simultaneously very sexually aroused. Any conclusions? I'm starting to lose my patience. Scalp will present my report.
Yeah, I think so.
Mr. Haggis, Frido's life is not in danger. He's properly devitalized and fine from a medical standpoint. He's been logged in for over 4 days, but there are no signs of adverse effects from the session. This is some excellent equipment. However, Frido is unnaturally excited. If this state continues, it may lead to some unpleasant consequences. We need to hurry. Doing a hard extraction by taking off the helmet is a huge risk, and logging out remotely, it's impossible, I know, like it is in most systems. Can you at least tell where he's logged into? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to determine that. I need to find out which game Fredo logged into and then take appropriate step. I understand. Fredo entered with his friend Timmy, the spineless pushover. He's in my office. Maybe he knows something, but hurry, he'll be picked up soon. He looked at me, then his son, and sighed. Alright, get to work. Left click on the deduction icon.
Or press Y.
How to help Fredo. Fredo is agitated and exhausted.
Gather more info, gather more info, gather more info.
Now, I want to check this person.
Let's do a new video before we do that.
Cool.